Hi, everyone. We are live talking about Daughter of the Deep by Riordan. This is a book completely outside of Percy Jackson and everything that we've, read from him thus far.
Mhm.
So it was kind of like, just based on that fact, it was kind of a little bit of a shock. I'm like, oh, we're not reading about Percy. But so it's actually um hi cool gamer, how are you? Um it is a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea mysterious island retelling continuation type of thing. And I know I did read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea
Yep.
long time ago because it
Mhm.
was required reading in high school for me. I did not read Mysterious Island, so I don't know anything about that. Um, I
Same.
find I find with these types of retellings and or continuations that the more you know about the source material, the more enjoyment you'll get out of the books.
I thought that while reading.
Yeah. There's a couple things that I picked up on,
Mhm.
but not nearly as much, until they explained it or if they even did explain it.
Yeah.
There's probably more that was not even explained that I didn't pick up on. Not saying that I didn't enjoy this book, I did.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I figure like the more familiar you are with 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea or Mysterious Island, um, it would probably be really cool to like pick out all the Easter eggs and stuff. Like, oh yeah, that and that and that. Like I picked up like Verne Hall, like in their school. There's a hall named after Jules Verne, who wrote 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and Mysterious Island. Um, and obviously the Nautilus, Captain Nemo, like the major things. But other than that, I didn't really get a whole lot just because I simply just don't remember 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Um, but yeah, other than that, just based on the book itself, like I said, I did enjoy it. Um, lots of comparisons to another kind of magical school book series that we're all aware of. I think it even pokes fun of itself in the book, saying like their school is called HP, so they're like, we've heard all the jokes. you know so
Yeah.
even like poke fun at themselves about that, but it's like instead of magic it's science, kind of thing. So I just thought that was really cool. We even got a little like Indian and Hindu culture and religion in there because Anna Duarte, our main character, she is Indian. And so we got a little bit of that, which was nice. I recognize some of the terms just because of our previous for Arusha. Um, but yeah, I did enjoy it. I did. What are your I'm gonna stop talking. What are your thoughts?
Now that I'm gonna stop talking, I am done with talking.
I'm done.
Um, so I really enjoyed the book. Um, I didn't find it difficult to get into. I thought it was very fast paced, but that is typically the skilo for Rick Riordan's books. Apart from Kane Chronicles, that I found myself like, okay, what's happening? But for the most part, do you hear that popcorn?
No.
Thank God.
Even if I did, I'd be like, no, I don't know. But
I
popcorn
haven't
sounds
eaten.
amazing.
I haven't eaten all day, and I'm sorry I'm gonna have to eat in our live show because I'm
That's
feeling like
cool.
I'm about to pass out.
Do
You are
me.
more than welcome to get you a snack, mama, because I know, eating for a couple, you know. So I hope you got a bevy or something near you. Hold on, as I go and grab that popcorn.
Popcorn does sound really good. Um, it's so funny because I was I get off of work. My schedule has changed since I got a new job. I get off of work at 4:30. It literally takes me an hour to get home just because of how far away it is in rush hour traffic and the boring stuff, right? And so like we pushed our live streams from 7. It was 5 o'clock my time to 5:30 because I just knew I wouldn't be able to make it in time. I totally forgot that there was a time change because United States still does that. Even though my time does not change. We don't set here in Arizona, we do not set our clocks back or forward. We don't do that. Everybody else around us does. So instead of being 2 hours behind Bree, I'm now only 1 hour behind Bree. So I'm like rushing around trying to get everything ready. My laptop's dead. I'm like, I'm sending the link. My computer's dead. I'm waiting for it to charge. And we still have like 30 minutes because of time changes. But yeah. Anyway, I could have
Yeah.
stopped and got dinner. But I'm planning on going out again after the live because I actually want to purchase a electric weed whacker. Um, and there's one at the Harbor Freight Tools that's right next to my house that's pretty inexpensive. So I was gonna do that because I feel motivated to do some weed whacking tomorrow.
Sometimes you gotta whack the weeds. Okay.
Whack weeds.
All right.
Hi, Floor.
Um, hey, Floor. Yeah, I really appreciate the world. Love that it had to do with being underneath water.
Yes. Mhm.
The only thing that confused me is I was like, she kept saying I'm a dolphin, and I was like, "Are you a real dolphin?"
Like a
Oh,
shape-shifting dolphin.
yeah. That was the only thing that was confusing.
Yeah, they have like in the school they have certain like dorms and houses and classes that they're separated into, much like another. Um, I mean, it doesn't even have to be Harry Potter. It can be literally anything else, like anything like YA,
Hmm.
school related. They separate themselves into houses. Okay. So yeah, there's dolphins, sharks, orcas, cephalopods, I think, are the four.
Yeah, I wish we got to know more about the orcas.
Yeah, they're like the healers, right?
Hmm.
They're the nurturers and they're the ones that,
And the
um
recorder.
yes. So I thought that was really like I would like to know more like the characteristics of each house. That would have been cool. Um this definitely left off as like if it's going to be like a series, so I don't think this is the end. I don't think it's like a standalone.
It
Um
definitely felt that way, but I don't know if I haven't heard anything about a second book.
yeah, me neither. Floor wasn't able to finish. That's okay. Our mid-December book is Tiger Honor. Mid-December book, that's December 15th, and that's our last book and last live stream for the Uncle Rick read along.
I'm so sad we didn't do Paula.
I know. I mean, we still can if you want to do it. We can work. We have a Thursday next week. Completely up to you. It's a.
It's done now. I'm tired.
I'm only 50 pages in. Work really got in the way. Yeah. Heard. Didn't want to read it on audio because I have the book, so in my head I need to read the book. Yeah. I have the book too. It's somewhere on here.
I'm looking dead at it.
It's right there. I did listen to the audiobook and there were it wasn't like a full production narration, like a full cast. It was just
Thank
one
you.
narrator, but it had like music and different additives to it.
If
And
you are sensory, like sensitive, that will annoy you. I'm
yes,
gonna tell you right here, right now.
because when there's music and stuff going, like I can't focus on the words. Like I can't like I don't understand. I can't hear what you're saying unless like the music is so like it needs to be like really in the background, like a really faint. And it's the same thing when like how some audiobooks like when you first start listening to the audiobook, they're introducing it like it's like, oh, it's this title by this author, narrated by this person, and there's an instrumental piece going in the background and it leads into the first couple words, sentences of the book that they're narrating. I hate that because I'm like, I cannot hear what you're saying. I cannot hear the words of the book. But
Mhm.
so yeah, that happens a lot throughout the audiobook. So if I did enjoy the audiobook, I did not enjoy that portion. So like Bree
Mhm.
said, if you have trouble like the sensory and you have trouble focusing, especially because like they don't do anything to dim the music at all. So it's like it was it was kind of like, oh, can't hear anything. But
I definitely felt that. I also felt in the audiobook, this is how it went, and I sometimes I can be dramatic, just like I was just then, but this is how I was, and I just kept cracking up. Chapter 1.
I know, God, I hate the long pause.
So long, but before and after, I was like, "Oh, is the book done? Like, did it mess up?" And
Sometimes
this is me saying listening to it at 3 speed because it is very slow. You gotta speed that thing up.
yeah,
And I don't listen to things on 3 speed often,
yeah,
but I also had a live show to get to. But still,
right, right.
I was like, "Why is this so slow? It's on 3 speed, B."
Like sometimes I thought like my ear my headphone disconnected or like stopped for some reason. I was
No,
like,
same. I was like, "Wow. Look, headphones, you are my pride possession. How dare you?" And I just dropped the popcorn. I'm just immensely sad.
no, not the popcorn.
I know. Now I got
Any,
a vacuum.
anything but the popcorn.
Mhm.
I didn't know I had missed his writing style until I started the book,
Mhm.
right?
Agreed.
He's very you can tell it's a Rick Riordan book as soon as you start it. You can tell.
You
He
can
has
tell immediately. I was like, "This Uncle Rick."
yeah.
And then as soon as he came in with the dad jokes, I said, "That's Uncle Rick."
It's Uncle Rick. It just makes me think right off that this is a book I'm going to enjoy. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
He definitely has a certain voice, certain tone, presence that you pick up on, especially after reading literally almost all of his books.
Mhm.
So in this book we have Anne Duarte, and she has a brother named Dev, and they are in this school called HP. I can't remember what the H or the P stands for. And they have a rival school called Land Island, right? Land Island.
Mhm.
And um, HP is mostly focusing on technology and how to responsibly, I would say, harness advanced technological powers for the betterment of people. Correct. Um, and so, right at the start of the book, this book starts off so quick. Right at the start of the book, um, Anna goes off on this. It's a freshman almost kind of like field trip. They're going somewhere to kind of further um, their skills and everything. And as they're going, a big chunk of the California coast, they're watching falls into the ocean, and that's right where their school is. So immediately she's like, my brother, oh no, like what do we do? The whole school's lost. She sees something in the water, so it makes her think that someone's behind this wasn't an accident. And she quickly learns that there's definitely some sabotage going on and someone was behind it. And they're basically the only, just her and her freshman class, 20 kids, they're the only ones left of this school. They have to continue on. They're in danger. They have to get to where they're going. So you learn a lot of stuff in that first part about who Anna is, how everything connects to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And when you find out, when you really find out who the betrayer is, Flora, I
I
know you
called it. I called it.
You called it? Okay. I didn't. I was shocked. I was shocked and appalled. I'm like, how could you? Betrayal. Flora, I
I don't
know
know.
you didn't read it. You're only 50 pages in, so I don't want to spoil anything for you. But yeah, you definitely shock and awe for me. Shaka Khan over here. Just
Also, something about this book made me miss Nico.
Right? Like, I'm super excited about, like, our Nico D'Angelo book that we're supposed to be getting.
Ashley was like, um, so the new book that Rick Riordan also is coming out with series.
Yes.
Ashley was like, "So are you and Nicole doing?" I said, "That is the exceptions to our rules.
Yeah.
Only exceptions."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't gone that far to even suspect anyone. Yeah. So, I don't wanna ruin it for you.
yeah. I don't want to ruin for you.
But it's Bree called it. She's smarter than me.
So
I was
like,
wrong.
so
I don't know when Nico's book is coming. Is it May? I would be really excited if
I
it was
hope it
May.
is May. That is a beautiful birthday gift.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful. So I will say, what I'm loving about this book is that um she is willing to let people help her. Okay, no
Yes.
Percy-ness going.
Yes.
Also, not all the adults are trash,
Yes.
and but there's also adults you shouldn't trust,
Right.
which
Right.
I think is like a constant theme of Rick Riordan's work. Like
Yeah.
there are adults you should trust, but look, don't be trusting them. They out here stabbing you in the back.
Yep.
So I
Absolutely.
thought that was good.
I like that about Anna too. She knows her strengths and she plays to her strengths very, very well. But she also knows her limitations. She
Hmm.
also knows that there's a certain time in the book where their only teacher and adult figure is incapacitated and she has to kind of take over. Um, and she was like, she does have some doubts, but she perseveres. She's like, if like we have to get to where we're going. We have to. There's
Yeah,
not an option. There's no way, there's nothing to go back to. We can only go forward. So
yeah,
while she does have those kind of doubts in herself, like, why is everybody following me? Like, I'm not the smartest of this group. I'm not, like we each bring she knows that her and her team, they each bring something to the table that she uses because she knows she doesn't have it all, which I that's what I love about it too because I was getting like we're towards the end we were getting so sick of Percy just saying like it has to be me, it has to be me, it has to be me kind of thing. So
yeah.
that's what I liked about it too.
I will say, oh, May 2nd, yes.
And they already have a cover reveal. I didn't see no cover.
Oh, I
Dang.
saw the cover. It was
You saw
nice.
the book?
Hmm.
I'm so behind.
I will say there was a part of the book, and like I think Rick Riordan still to this day is one of those white men, cis het men.
Mhm,
I'm assuming he's het.
mhm.
That that writes like that includes diverse narratives in
Yes.
an appropriate way,
Yes.
especially when he talked about autism in
Mhm.
the book and was like when the main character Anna was like when people talk about autism and saying that they don't have empathy, I'd be like, what? And then describes how her friend shows empathy. Like it may not be like, neurotypicals, but this is still another way to show empathy. And I thought the same thing. So yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought as well, and I was just like, there is that misconception that autistic people do not show empathy, and just because neurodivergents don't show things in a neurotypical way, or that's something that a neurotypical person is easier to identify, doesn't mean they're not showing empathy. Just because they're showing it in a different way or displaying something differently doesn't mean they're not doing it at all. Just because you don't recognize it doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I do like how the age is a little older with the characters, and now I need popcorn. Yeah, so Anna, she's 14, she's going to be 15. Her birthday was like in a week or something. So I think in the book she turns 15. So which is nice, and she might have a little romance with someone her own age.
Gemini.
Thank you.
Gemini.
I know Gemini. I was like, "That's it. That's it." I was like, "Oh, Gemini, yes." Because I was
Makes
only
me feel
listening.
fine.
I was only
Yep.
listening and was not reading with my eyes, so I didn't see how they spelled gem versus, like, Gemini or gem, like Gem, like another series that we know.
Oh, I thought they said the character name was Gemini Twin.
Gemini Twain, yeah, that's his name, but I
Okay.
didn't know, like how they shortened the name, I didn't know if it was spelled, like when they were first just calling him Gem, I was like, I didn't know if it was spelled like Jem or Gem, so
Valid, valid.
oh, Gemini. I like that. And I'm still trying to find the cover of Nico's book.
Same floor, same. Gemini gang gang.
I love maybe because I'm a Gemini. My husband's a Gemini.
See?
Riordan.
I hope he's not driving you insane.
No.
Depending on the day.
Depends on the day. Depends on if I've seen him recently or if I spend too much time in his presence. No, I'm just kidding.
If I breathe the same air that he breathes, I'm annoyed. Yeah. I'm gonna have to make me a meal after this.
Came home and he did not take out the trash, so it's just like, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
That's when you gotta do this. Whoop ass and take names.
It's kind of hard because he flew to California today. So. The cover's on his website. Okay, yeah, I went to Goodreads, which I know I shouldn't have done. I'm gonna go to Rick Riordan. Do, 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 do. Oops, that's not what I wanted. My bad. Oh, The Sun and the Star, a Nico D'Angelo adventure. How cool! I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it already. I think that's a. I click on it, it gets smaller. That's the biggest I got.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm loving it. Love it. Alrighty. So without spoiling more for Floor, what else? What else did I?
What did you think of um like the reveal? I'm trying not to spoil this. The reveal that her friend gave to her about, the higher ups in the school not being trustworthy.
Honestly, I suspected that because
Same.
I feel like whenever there is a certain amount of either is be it technological power or magical power, there is always somebody who's hoarding, either controlling it via like this power is all mine or controlling disbursement, like availability for people. And it's always the authority figures, right? It's always the people who are at the school, or it's the most powerful wizard or whatever,
Yeah.
so it's like I was like, I expected some kind of um some suspicious activity from the schools, like
Yeah.
I completely. um
Yeah.
Flora says it's okay. I don't mind. Okay if you say so.
All right. So at the end, no, I'm just kidding. I'm totally joking. Kidding.
Can you believe it? Um, so yes, I do. I'm always looking at them kind of like suspiciously, even like the teacher that was on the ship with them before he got
Yeah.
incapacitated. I was just like,
I know that.
you're very snakish, you know?
Me too. I
You
mean, even she said that. I mean, one of the characters said it, and she was like, but I also loved how she said, "I'm gonna trust them until they give me a reason not to trust them." I was like, "Wow,
you're
you are
better than
so smart for your age." And then I thought, your teacher is lying about his beaties. He's lying. He
he's
ain't
lying.
got beaties. What type?
What time? Where's your
It's
insulin?
like, he's a liar. He don't got glucose issues. Like, he's fire.
Oh,
But
yeah,
it's
I was
true,
just
true on that, true that, true that.
I was like immediately suspicious. He's the only authority figure available for these kids, and then to find out that he also worked at the enemy school or the nemesis school. I was just like, that's that's the mole, that's the rat right there. So, but it ended up not being him, so like fine.
Yeah. I was like, the mole is rough. But
Yeah,
yeah. When we find out who the mole is, how did you feel about it? You say you didn't see it, but how did you
didn't
feel
see it coming.
about it?
I was shocked. I was betrayed. I felt like I was Anna. She was like shocked into silence. She didn't know what to say or to do. She was just frozen in that moment. Like,
Mhm.
she never in a million years would have thought it would be this person. Never.
Yeah.
So,
I also thought, man, Rick, he knows how to be like this kid 14 lost everything.
no, no parents. And then yeah, it's terrible. Lost her school. Spoiler alert, when she lost the school, her brother she was like, my brother's there. Like, literally everybody, we're like, cause he went to that school as well, her brother Deb. And she's like, literally everyone we know and grow up with, they went down with the school. So they're like, we're it. This is it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was like, yeah, literally lost everything. Doesn't have
A single thing.
a single thing. And
A single
except
thing.
for her pet dolphin,
Yep.
Socrates.
Yeah.
Love Socrates.
Socrates, love that name. If I
Love
ever had a cat, I would name the cat Socrates.
Socrates. Yes. And I love the reasoning is because with the whistles and pitches from the dolphins, it seemed like he was always asking questions and not answering anything. It's like he was
Not
always
answering.
asking. He was like, I was always asking questions.
He said a
And
real G don't answer questions.
no, absolutely not. It's beneath me.
Beneath me. Another
I
thing I
also
go ahead.
I also loved the other um animal that we got to see, Romeo. I love that they nicknamed that squid
Romeo was
Romeo.
Romeoing.
Wherefore art thou, Romeo? 20,000 leagues under the sea. That's where
Yeah.
you're at.
Mhm.
And he was looking for a friend.
Yeah. Yep.
I love how when they realize, like, oh, Romeo's a giant squid, they realize that quickly. But when it was quote unquote attacking the Nautilus,
Giving
um,
them the eye.
they quickly realize, oh, he's not attacking the Nautilus.
He's getting the heat on.
He's being affectionate. He's being
He said,
intimate. And they're like, ew.
I know. That octopus said, when I get that feeling, I want a sexual healing. Sexual woo healing. No, I'm just kidding.
I was
I
dying.
was like, play Marvin Gaye. But wow.
Seriously, Marvin Gaye.
I know. I was like, wow. And I also Uncle Rick really loves making an inanimate object a
Yes.
being with feelings, emotion. Because I was like, not the sword all over again.
No, Nautilus was very upset that it was just left in the bottom of the
Left
ocean.
for so
Left
long.
so long. So as soon as, spoiler alert, her parents tried to open it, it threw kind of a tantrum. It did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. It threw a
He threw a
tantrum.
tantrum and killed him.
Unalived him for dead.
Unalived him. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And
shouldn't have said that one.
well, it was only her father. That's it was her mom that was like, "No, the love of my life, I'm gonna help you and grab
My
onto you."
baby. I would have said, see you in the
Wait
afterlife.
for me.
Life. The afterlife. I'd have said, look, it was good. It was great. I appreciate. I'm gonna head out.
We have 2 children that need a parent.
I know one of us got to stay.
Got it.
Yeah, and I
And
think him and the dad and the brother have similar sentiments. They're trying to own
right,
Novelist, and
right.
Novelist is like
I'm my own person.
literally giving us smart house vibes. Y'all remember that smart house?
Yes.
Now don't act like y'all watching Disney Channel.
Oh my
Y'all was
god.
also making the Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
Right. Y'all remember her? Because Homegirl was mad. I forgot her name, but she was I think I'm gonna watch that tonight. I
And
want to watch Smart House.
she's
What was
like,
her
"I'm here
name?
taking care of you, and
She's
you're
like,
just gonna treat me like that?"
I'm giving y'all smoothies anytime you want. How dare
And
you show up? But that was also the son's fault. He shouldn't have went in there trying to reprogram. What was her name? Amy, Sandy. What was the smart
no,
house?
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
you're gonna look it
smart
up?
house. I'm looking it up.
Okay.
I'm
That's true
I'm gonna
though.
be so mad if I don't remember her name.
Smart house.
What was her name?
Oh my god.
They won't tell me.
It was Pat.
Pat, yeah, because Pat stands for something something, right?
Yeah. Yep, Pat.
Technology.
Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, so moral of the story is when you see your loved one getting electrocuted to death, your first
Amen.
instinct is going to want to don't do it
That's
because
why I'm single, single.
people are electrical beings and can conduct electricity and it can transfer.
Oh yeah.
So they electric, you touch them, you're electric and
Mm-mm.
not the slide. Dead.
Yep. Oh my God! Did you know Smart House was directed by LeVar Burton?
What?
What the?
No.
What?
My, my mind is blown.
Blown.
I'm looking at it.
I know. It came out in '99. I was kicking it in '99. See, LeVar,
LeVar Burton.
LeVar,
LeVar.
LeVar. That is not
I
what y'all
knew I
asked
liked
for,
it.
but
I knew I liked
wow,
the story.
I'm watching Smart House tonight. Tonight.
Is this also the movie where they go to that house party and do a synchronized dance to
Oh, they were. Oh, I can't do that. I'm starting
and
to get
honestly,
migraines
I thought
again. Ooh,
I
that hurt.
thought that was how you became cool in school. Like you go to a party and you have your four friends and you do a synchronized dance and then you were just it in school. Yeah, you're just
That's how they did it. That's how they did it.
and honestly, I thought there was going to be more synchronized dancing at parties and just from watching 90s Disney movies, but it
They
didn't happen.
said, you can do what you wanna do and live in color. Just kidding. I love
After
that
that,
song.
after their synchronized dance, they like high-fived each other. They're like, "Yeah, we're it."
No.
Sorry.
There's this one dance I can't remember with Hayden Panettiere, and she was like, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, she killed it!" And I was like, "This is awful." But
Yes.
my young mind was like, "Oh my god,
Killing
she
it. We
killed
somehow
it!"
did it.
And I was like, "You thought that as a black kid? Embarrassing." You know?
Yeah, it was when she goes like she gets transferred to this school and they do the hip hop dance and like all the
I
pop and rock it and stuff. And they
They
were
were
doing that the
popping
dip
and
and I was
dropping it. Wow. I just can't believe
so funny. It was kind of like when we were watching Save the Last Dance and watching her trying to get into Juilliard with that
I
number.
I swear, I thought she was killing it.
She was
Now
like,
in
"Yeah."
hindsight, I'm like, "Don't embarrass me."
I'm like,
Me
"Of
to
course she
myself.
got into Juilliard. Of course she
Yeah.
did." And now
Don't
we're gonna get up this slide.
embarrass me. Embarrassing.
It
It
was
was
embarrassing. I'm like,
giving embarrassing.
that's probably one of my
Um,
most liked tweets on Twitter. It's like 2 years ago, someone was talking about Save the Last Dance, and I was like, "And to think we thought she got into Juilliard with that number," and people were just liking it and laughing. I was
That's so you should do
like,
it.
"Do it."
And you better be sliding in my DM of something, some sorts,
Some sort.
of some sort.
Message us because yeah, oh my gosh, we're just gonna have like a smart house watch party after this because I'm watching it too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how freaking funny. But yeah, I really like he really gave Nautilus a personality and her own kind of being and consciousness and way of communicating and way of protecting herself.
Yeah.
Like, because that's exactly what you were saying is that dad and the brother, um, they wanted to own, like they just like this is our birthright, this is our legacy, this is our inheritance, like this is ours. And no,
No. And I
she
just
quickly told that
yeah, like he was just so respectful. Like even when I can see it. Ooh, now I have a thought. I was also thinking while I was reading it, like I wonder what if she was a little boy, like
oh
stereotypically
yes,
how it would have played out because she was like, my parents poured all their love into the boy and was like,
right,
hey, I was like, I don't give a shit. I got more freedom. I go live my life.
exactly.
So I'm wondering what that would have been like. And she was like, I'm always in his shadow, but I don't care.
Yeah, she was definitely like,
Yeah.
you have your burdens because she fully thought that was a burden, being the almost like the what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my gosh.
Being the one to like pedal.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't
all
know.
of it's
Don't.
basically I can't think of the word, but it's like he like everything rested on his shoulders. They were like
Mhm.
when they finally got to where they were going, aka the Nautilus, and people were waiting for them and they were just like, Anna, like we thought it was going to be your brother. We prepared for your brother to take over all this stuff and we prepared for a lot of things that your brother was going to do. We put a lot of faith in your brother, a lot of training, a lot of specialties in your brother. We didn't really give you one thought. And I was like, so I'm like, well, now she's here saving your butts. Um,
Yep.
because she went off and like you said, she went off and did her own thing and didn't mind. She's like, she fully thought like I would have hated to have all that pressure on me of being the person to take this over.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I thought trying to
the
think.
prodigal. Is that how you say it? The prodigal?
Prodigal,
Yeah.
prodigal son.
Prodigal son. Yes. That.
It could be prodigal or prodigal. I
Pro-
don't know, but I'm going towards prodigal.
but
Prodigal.
that's that it's that type of thing where you're on a pedestal and you put all they do all this stuff because you're the firstborn son. You're the
Yeah,
son.
they
The
said it's you,
son.
B. It's you, it's your world. It's your world.
Right.
So, but then I also thought, like, as a kid, everybody wanted me to be like my sister. They wanted me to be as responsible as she was. They wanted
Mhm.
me um, to take on financial burdens as she was. They wanted me
Mhm.
to raise other folks' kids. It was just like they wanted me to be her. And they also wanted me to do hair like her. And
Mhm.
I do hair, so I mean that's something I also do. I don't do it nearly as well as her. I mean she's trained,
Mhm.
she hood trained and professionally trained.
Her
Okay,
flesh. She's got her certs.
she has her certs. Okay, hood love my sister.
Mhm.
But I just like couldn't. I was like, yeah, no. I was like, I want to do my own thing. And it
Yeah.
was kind of weird because it's like my sister has always been like a girly girl into the new fashions and
Mhm.
dressing to the nine. What you're not gonna do is catch my sister slipping under no circumstances.
Yeah.
And you're gonna catch me in a bonnet. You're gonna catch me making bonnet chic. Which
Yes.
is protecting these edges. You're gonna catch me looking like, as my best friend says, a Mormon librarian because it's my style. It's the style of the day with the stockings.
With the stockings.
I
Nary an
am
ankle showing. Nary an
not,
ankle showing.
not an ankle in sight. Okay.
But
I am.
honestly,
I am.
like I watch a lot, of videos of Black creators and stuff, and if they're wearing their bonnet, I think it looks cute with their bonnet on. I think
I'll be
it's
out.
cute.
If you watch any of my vlogs, you are seeing the bonnet.
Yes.
The bonnet is on. She's locked and secured.
She ain't
Okay.
going nowhere.
She's ready to go.
I think it's cute.
I'm not going to sleep without her. Although last night was last night. We're not gonna talk. I literally laid in the bed and this is so bad. I
It might
laid
be
in the
hot.
bed with my robe on. Hair just out. And I
Ow.
said, I put on the weighted blanket and I
Oh,
said, that's it for me.
that was all she wrote.
And then I just woke because I was watching the Casey Anthony documentary. It just came
Oh,
out.
the
Fell
new like
asleep on it.
never before seen. She finally speaks after so many. Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, dang.
I watched the beginning and then I woke up at a weird part and I said, what is she talking about? And I just turned it off.
Because
Not
yeah,
nothing against her, but I was like, I gotta prioritize sleep. But I do want to hear what she had to say. But people in the interview was pissed. She's like, y'all are saying I hurt my child and I didn't. And they're like, you killed her. You killed her. And I'm like, I vaguely remember the story.
yeah,
So 10 years,
vaguely remember.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, people
But
were
shout
up.
out to her lawyer who gave her a job after that. She's been working with him for the last 12 years.
Oh wow,
That's how she
didn't know,
supports herself.
didn't know that.
I always think about that. Like when you're a high profile case,
Oh
get on
yeah,
the news and
yes,
being accused of doing something terrible, who hiring you? How are you getting your
right,
point, your funds?
right.
Because she wasn't doing no world tour. She wasn't. She literally went ghost.
Yeah, absolutely. Haven't heard
So
nothing from her in the last how many years?
yeah, 10.
10, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the story.
Anyway, but yeah, that I'm trying to think of other things that I wanted. I basically talked about everything that I liked about it. Um, yeah, I enjoyed it. I would say a strong 4 to 5 stars.
Yeah, I would say 4.5, me myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. But anything else that you maybe thought of? Want to bring up?
Um, no, we have our last show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring alcohol for me and you.
Yeah, you got to drink for me. Got a drink for me. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the tissues because I'm gonna be crying. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm
Not
emotional.
crying.
I'm pregnant. I'm
You
going.
know you would cry if you wasn't pregnant.
That's true. Did it feel like a standalone at the end? It did not. It felt like it was
No.
gonna be another
I
book.
think we should Google it though, Flora. What you think?
Yes, let's Google it.
Daughters of Henry? No, that's not what this is.
Daughter of the Deep.
Ooh, not the Henry. Get it together. Wow, I just turned into this book that looks really good. It's called The Daughter of Sleep. The cover looks fantastic.
Daughter of Sleep.
Yes, The Children of Lear.
Huh.
Wow. That looks pretty dope.
He says in interviews it's meant to be a standalone. It did not
How
finish as a standalone. I mean, I guess it could. I mean, it wrapped up, but it felt
it
like
did wrapped up, but it could go more if that's what he wanted to
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Rick,
They're
stop
talking
pissing us
about
off.
rebuilding the school, doing things differently, like
Yeah.
more adventures on the Nautilus. Like that's totally series material, right?
Yeah. Ooh, okay. I got information. It's called Harding Pencroft Academy.
Okay.
HP
HP.
Academy. Harding, Pencroft for the two like minds who are just like killing the game. House of Dolphins have to do with communications, explorations, cryptography, and counterintelligence. House
Okay.
of Shark, command, combat, weapon systems, logistics. House of Cephalopod, engineering, applied mechanics, innovation, defense systems. House of Orca, medicine, psychology, education, marine biology, communal
Psychology.
memory.
Okay.
Um, all I want to say is this. You have to finish this. You're gonna give it houses? You
Right.
did all of that for a standalone?
Right.
Be for real.
He said for right now he's not planning any series of it, but he says it can happen.
So is the Sun and the Stars gonna be a series?
That just says a Nico D'Angelo adventure.
Yeah. Thank you for putting your pronouns. See, that's why I like Rick too. Not a lot of authors put their pronouns on their website
Huh?
and keep their website updated. He must have
Updated.
somebody doing that.
Yeah,
And I love a guide.
he's
Oh,
gonna have
I
people
love
for
a
that.
guide to your work. Show me how you want me to experience your stuff.
Right. Yes.
Um,
He has people for that, I feel like. He has people that do his website, and
I'm thinking so. He got Disney money, so
he's got
he,
the Disney money. He for
you got
sure.
Disney money, you out here and he's free.
He
And
has
then
his own
Mark,
list and he has
yeah,
a presents line. Like
mm,
he
yep.
he
Just
has.
know Mark, who he's writing a book with, their pronouns is they and them.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Mark
Okay. And then
Oshiro. What
Oshiro, right?
is that how?
Oshiro.
Yeah. Okay. They them. Heard.
Um, I kind of want to reread The Trials of Apollo.
You do. To kind of prep
Mm.
you for the Nico D'Angelo adventure?
No, I just really like them. Or Magnum's Chase.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. They're
yeah.
good. They're good.
Heroes of Olympus was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It's definitely Trials of Apollo is. And then Magnus. And then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you right here, right now. Um, Decaying Chronicles.
It's buried 6 feet under. We don't like
6 feet underneath the ground. And
like
my thing is,
I have my list, my hierarchy, and then Kane is like 6
yeah.
feet under the ground.
I just feel like Rick is really doing us a disservice. Like, go rewrite that. Go rewrite it.
Right. Like
Or give us some companion novels.
right, because you could have done so much with that Egyptian lore.
So much.
Done so much.
I was about to say, oh my God, I can't make it but I can. I'll be back home on the 12th.
Okay.
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 Well,
Yeah, our last
don't do that. All by myself. Don't wanna be.
I'm all by myself. Yeah,
Um,
our last not our I mean, I wouldn't say our last because we are going to do an honorary
some pop-ups.
pop-ups for some fun books that we're excited for next year.
Yeah.
So, but it is it is the last live stream for this 2-year run that we've done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
2 years. Can you believe it?
2 years. Oh, internet hug.
Internet hug. And we met each other, so that makes it better.
Yes.
Real life.
In real life.
Nicole is short, y'all.
Not all of us can be 6 foot, okay?
I was like,
I am
okay, Titty, hey,
I was like, how are you?
Brett, how you doing?
Oh gosh. So
Yeah.
funny. Yeah. It was a very
Mm-mm. I know some of y'all.
doesn't feel that
It
it
doesn't
doesn't.
feel that long at all. Feels like
It's
maybe a
weird.
year. Maybe a year.
Yeah.
Um, I know some of y'all watched my video and I was like, this is too much. I gotta take a break. But I did say on there, this is one thing I found funny. Everyone in the comments and I like really appreciate them being like, put you first. But I was like, I didn't say I was leaving. I just said I'm cutting back.
Go
Everyone's
first.
like, yeah, we'll be here when you come back. I was like, I just said I'm cutting back. So with that being said, you saw me today because I did say I'm gonna be on other people's channels because I was dead serious about that. I plan in my spirit, and I haven't made this official, to do one sit down video a month next year.
Okay.
One is because I'm in a PhD program and I'm getting more classes next year.
Yes.
And then two is because I do a lot of videos and it's not really like adding to like what I want my channel to be. So if
Yeah.
I just do one like impactful video a
Yeah.
month,
Yeah.
I just think that'd just be better for me and then be on other people's channels
Mhm.
and it'll like, you know,
Yeah.
fan out.
Absolutely.
So but I'll be doing I will be doing more stuff with my patrons. Like I might do more reading sprints and more discussions. I do want to do my wrap ups with my patrons. So I'm trying to
Okay.
figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
whether that's a post or me doing a live, just rather it be over there.
I'm definitely you
Yeah.
can just I'm definitely cutting back even just like from this year. Like as soon as I found out I was pregnant, it was just a dead stop for me in the water and like
Yeah, I mean,
if it's not
out
alive,
here cooking a human.
yeah. If it's not alive, I'm not doing it, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't foresee that changing for me just because if I thought pregnancy is not difficult. I feel like pregnancy is the easy part. When the baby finally gets here, I don't know how my life is going to look. I don't know how my life is going to be. So it's definitely not, it's not goodbye, but it's definitely like you will see less of my face.
I know I will not.
No, you will
Okay. I'm like, who do you think you are?
You have my
Yeah,
personal cell phone number.
that's all I'm saying. I'm trying. I wish that I could be on the phone while you're in labor. I really wish that.
FaceTime.
Oh, you got this. What do you say? Push it. Push it. I really wish I could be like, you better do it. Hey,
No.
Manus, it's coming.
I feel like I'm gonna be a whole different person when I go into labor.
Listen, if you're mean, I'm gonna be like, I get it. Let's breathe it out.
Get it.
Um, listen, my mom was like, all right, the water broke, I'm done. She was done.
I'm out.
And then the
Dang it.
doctor came in and he was like, oh, you come. He was like, yeah, you coming. And she was like, all right. They put her legs up. She did one push and my sister came out.
Yeah.
I was
That's
like, this lady a G. She must
that
have did this 3 other times.
right. It typically doesn't happen on the first baby. One push babies are typically baby 2 or 3. I'm just preparing myself for the worst. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
Nobody slide in my DMs. My vagina is closed from here into infinity and
Infinity
beyond.
and beyond. If there's a time and a place past infinity, we're going there.
Yep.
Yeah, so I've been reading a lot of stuff about, how to make your first time labor better, quicker, not as painful because I'm trying to do this as naturally as possible, and by naturally I mean unmedicated. So pray.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this. Lots of back rubs, and this is from Black doulas, and it
Mhm.
has worked. So somebody rubbing your back, you standing up, I
Yeah.
know, standing up and dancing,
Yeah.
squatting,
Yeah.
throw that
The
thing back
everything that I've read, laboring on your back
is not
is
okay.
not okay. Slows the progression
No,
of labor,
it
makes
makes
it
it
more
painful.
painful.
Yeah, yeah,
I've read about a lot of um things about not necessarily healing powers, but calming powers of water. So like while you're in labor, not necessarily taking a bath. You can take a bath, but as soon as your water breaks, they don't recommend you taking a bath because of the increased risks of infection because that barrier is gone once your water breaks.
yeah,
So showers, I'm just like, now that I have my new rain head in my
yeah.
beautiful shower, I'm gonna buy a spa like chair, like a teak wood spa chair, and
Amen.
I'm gonna try to labor as much as I can at home.
Yeah.
Because once you get to the hospital, they want you on an IV, they want you in bed, and you can't move.
No,
So,
no, do as much as you can. Squat it out,
yes,
dance it, throw it back. You can even put up a link and I'll be shaking that ass with you in the back.
throw it back.
I'll FaceTime you. Fuck the link. I'll
And I
FaceTime you, throwing
FaceTime
it back. Like, come on, Nicole, we got this.
FaceTime
I'll
me.
do it with you.
And I got my yoga ball. They say
Amen.
a lot of things for yoga ball.
Yeah.
Um not only for pain because it's better buoyancy for sitting, like if you need a rest because you definitely you need to stay active, but you also need to rest and conserve your energy. It's a good way
Yeah.
to stay in movement but also catch your breath.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember my teacher told us because she's an anthropologist and she's seen so many indigenous people give birth. Um, and like indigenous communities that don't have access to modern technology.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
And she said the doctors thought she was like losing her shit because in Venezuela, she gave birth to her first child there and many years ago and she squat. They
Yeah.
made her squat. Like she was in a squat and pulled her kid out herself. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
yourself?
I'm gonna send you a link to there's a few positions that they even do it in some hospitals, here in the
Yeah,
United States where you can request a squat bar and they will maneuver your bed where you can be in a squat. So
they better.
I'm going to definitely look into that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've heard the benefits of the squatting position for sure.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep. So I'm reading even the scary stuff I'm reading because I want to be, like I said, prepare for the worst.
Yeah, I ain't reading no scary shit, but I'm here for you. Cause I'll start panicking and then I'll force you to panic. Like, Nicole, I saw it. I
Did
was
you
lying.
read this? Like, yes, I'm pretty sure I
Yeah.
did. But yeah, so yeah, that's gonna be but that's in February. It's in February. And so yeah, I'm very excited. Excited.
February?
February. Yes,
Holy.
February.
You been pregnant that long?
I've been pregnant since May, end of May. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I can't believe it. It flew by like that.
Yeah.
I feel like these last 3 months though are gonna drag because I'm already getting to the I'm uncomfortable phase. So
Oh,
I'm like slightly uncomfortable, and I know that it's just gonna get worse as I get bigger.
damn. Did you move everything out of the other library?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything's out of there. Everything's in here. And we ripped the carpet out of that room. I painted the walls. We took the texture off we had that ugly, disgusting popcorn texture on the ceiling.
Oh, it's trash.
So we had to scrape that off. I primed and retextured the ceiling so it's a nice, not dirty,
Yeah.
asbestos filled.
Yeah.
um Sanded and painted the door. So we just got to get baseboards in there, carpet, and once we start getting like the furniture and stuff and get it all set up,
Dang.
it's happening.
Wow.
It, it,
Baby
it's
is coming.
it's exciting. It is very exciting. I'm at that. Oh my gosh, it's almost here, and I got to get stuff done.
Yeah, human.
Yeah,
Cooking one.
cooking one,
I
and he's
mean,
almost done.
he's here, but here,
Right,
here.
he's gonna be out of my body.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, very. It is exciting, but I am very. I'm at that point where it's just like I want it. I want everything done. I just
Yeah.
want it to be done so I can have either my last month or my last whatever. Just bring it way down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's my plan.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
That's my plan. But you know what they say? You have your plan, and then there's what actually happens.
I love making plans and then watch them fade away.
Fade. And like that was a good thought. Yeah.
Mm. I always feel like I be having plans for my savings, and then life be like, "Hello,
Yeah. I'm
it's
just
me."
I wanted to
I
take this
do.
much money out a month or every paycheck for the baby fund. And I've been good at that. But sometimes you don't have that extra, you don't have it. You don't have that extra money.
And then you be sad as hell about
You're like,
it.
like, dang, if I think I don't have money now, just wait.
Ugh.
We are doing a lot. I told my husband because he's obviously stressing about it too. And I was like, we're doing a lot. We redid a whole like remodeled, renovated a whole bathroom. We're working on the baby's room now. Like we're not going to be doing that stuff next year. Obviously it's going to be done,
Yeah,
and we're not going to have be like throwing money at different projects because we're being done. So
yeah. Y'all just trying to get the house ready.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's that nesting syndrome, where
yeah,
you got to get your home ready, for as comfortable as possible.
yeah.
But yeah,
I'll probably be doing that in a couple years. My nephew and his girlfriend said that I can take my niece, so
oh
I'm gonna probably have her for maybe a week or two in the
yeah,
summer
oh cool.
or something when
Yeah,
she's like 4 or 5.
you got to get a room ready. Got to get all. Yep.
Yeah, because if I'm still living here, I'm gonna have to take some shit out of here and put it in my garage while
Yeah.
she's here,
Yeah.
because I want her to be in a bed.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay? Well, I want Niecy Poo in a bed.
In a bed. In a bed.
Mhm.
Oh
Or she could sleep with Teddy Bree. She probably would sleep with me.
yeah. Got a king size bed.
I have a queen.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, I got the queen because I was like, it's just me. I'm a single gal. And then
Right.
I was like, but you're 6'1". And now I'm regretting it because I love my bed and I refuse to give it up.
Oh
It's
yeah.
my first adult bed. I spent $800 on that damn frame. It took me a year and a half to pay it off.
Yeah. And
I'm
you're
in
like, I
love with
can't get
it.
rid of it now. Can't get rid of
Somebody's gonna have to pay 500 for it.
it.
That's the
Exactly.
only way I'm a part with it.
Only way. Yeah. Like my husband and I, we have a king size bed in our room, but obviously, when we go places, either hotel and even when we go camping in our camper, we just have a queen size bed. And then, so it's like the first time we lay down and our arms are touching, I'm like, you're really close to me.
If you could just bag back. Get off of me. Thank
Like,
you.
why are our arms touching?
Yeah. Like, I'm not into this. Get away from me.
Like, no, not tonight, honey. No. And he
Yeah.
said, I'm literally just laying here. You're not all that.
Mm, that's funny.
But okay, well, I'm very excited and sad that, our live streams, regular live streams, I should say, are coming to an end. But I'm excited that we did this. I love that we did this
Mhm.
because I met you, got to know you, and that's just wonderful. I love it.
It's
And
okay.
and I just want to say thank you. Thank you to you, my wonderful, wonderful co-host. And thank you to everybody who's been here since day one, you know?
Day 1,
Day one.
flying in. Flora, I really feel in my spirit that you've been day 1.
I know. I want to go back to that first video and be like, who's here? I
Who's
know,
here?
I know, I know, Flora, you were here. I know you were.
Yeah.
But so don't miss our last live stream for Tiger Honor, December 15th, 7 o'clock Central Time on Bree's channel. It's gonna be on Bree's channel. And what a way to end it. She created this thing. This was her brainchild. It should end with you.
Nice. Did I create it?
You did. It was your idea.
Hmm.
You said in one of your videos, you said, I want to read Percy Jackson. And if anybody wants to read it with me, let me know. And I let you know. I'm like, oh, yeah, I've been meaning to read this series too. And then
I'll be
we did
forcing
our
people to read series with me. I swear.
and then we did our first Skype or live chat, and we
Mhm.
got everything and we got everything, ironed out of the breakdown of how we were gonna do everything. And yeah, it's here we are. You
Thank
create.
you.
You did.
I be doing too much creating. That's probably why I need to get off the internet. Doing too
You
much.
I feel like we need what you create though.
I be doing too much.
Just enough.
Mhm.
Just enough.
Too much. That's I gotta tell you about these ideas off camera that I came up with
Okay.
literally 2 days ago, and I was like, "Did you not post a video said that you gotta pull back and you out here?" It's
I
like
want to do
the
this. I want to do this. I want to do
I
this.
know. I'm like, so I just put it in a document, and I was like, "If you get to, you get to. If you don't, you don't. That's cool."
Right. Right.
I wanted to do like 25 days, 25 tags of December,
Oh,
which not 25 tags, 25 what are they? Those short videos, shorts.
shorts. Real. Oh yeah, short.
Yeah, and I have all 25 written down. Just
Oh,
hasn't happened. I did
you
do a
only have
couple.
day one. You're fine.
I know, but I'm not doing them though. I decided I gave up on the idea because I'm like I don't
No.
want to add anything else.
Yeah.
Every time I'm like, oh, I should do. I
Yeah. No. Stop.
yeah. There's
Stop.
one idea I just added
Eliminate
the other day, but that video doesn't come out to February. But still, it's like every time I would get excited, I'm like, oh, I can do. Free. No, we can't
Yeah. Back up.
because
We can't.
you'll just be running yourself in the ground. But I
Yeah.
do have I do the ideas I am doing next year. I have I have it planned already my next year except for 3 months on purpose.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm just trying to if it's more than one video, that's great, but I can't
Yeah.
do anymore.
I
And
can
I have
understand.
videos that I have sitting in my inbox that I haven't even posted yet.
Wow. Yeah.
So I should post I'm gonna post them. I'm posting one
Mhm.
on Sunday.
Okay.
But still, it's just I the Gemini gets me. I'd be like the Cancer Moon be like, "Slow your ass down."
Yeah.
And the Gemini would be like, "No, no, no, you can do 80 things." And then
You can
my
do
Leo rising be like,
all of these
"You that bitch." And I'll be like, "But you not."
things. But you're not.
Logic come in and be like, you're gonna be drowning in things if you don't slow down.
Right, yeah. And that's,
So
you do have to prioritize things that are happening in your real life and your health for sure. You don't want to get burnt out.
That's true, that's true.
All right, everyone. Well, we'll see you on the 15th for Tiger Honor on Bree's channel. Thank you, everybody, in the comments now and who's watching on the replay. And we will see you in the next one. Bye.